Boys and girls, welcome back to Suburbia, but this time it's not prop hunt.
Ho, ho, ho!
Hey guys, Nightfall here, and we've all seen Suburbia before, or most of us have seen Suburbia before. This was a really cool limited time map that came out when we had the prop hunt game mode, and it's now made its return for Hot Zone. Now, if you saw yesterday's videos, which I'm assuming I uploaded that video yesterday, if I didn't, I apologize. It'll be out soon, or it's out already, just out today. Either way, if you saw the video previously going over the new maps, you saw that FragPunk introduced a brand new TDM map called Cyberdome, which is also available in Hot Zone. Now, I could have showed you gameplay of me playing the new game mode in Cyberdome, but truth be told, I already made the video going over Cyberdome, and I felt like I just didn't want to play in Cyberdome, and I saw that Suburbia was available and figured this would be a nice throwback because I really enjoyed Prop Hunt, and I'm glad that this map is back. So enough about Suburbia. This video is focused mainly on the new game mode called Hot Zone, and ultimately it's just King of the Hill. That's literally all it is. Now, what you're watching is me in the early access build playing against a bunch of hard level difficulty bots, and I don't know if this really skewed my opinion on this new game mode, but I didn't really have a ton of fun. Now, this obviously could be a lot more competitive, a lot more fun if you're playing with real people, with friends even, but maybe it's just for me, and I'll be honest here, King of the Hill has not really been historically one of my more liked or favorite game modes. Now, if FragPunk were to give us something like an escort or a zone control like we had back in X Defiant, I would be through the moon and you wouldn't see me touch ranked for weeks. So if anybody over at Bad Guitar Studio, FragPunk devs, if you guys are listening, watching this video, zone control, escort, those are my kind of game modes. Make my Christmas, please. Now, I know that's probably asking for way too much, way too quickly. So I'll give you guys until the next update. I won't force it. But anyway, for those of you that do like King of the Hill style game modes, this is honestly the game mode for you because that's what it is. It's King of the Hill. I don't really know how long this video is going to end up being. I don't know how long I can stretch this video because there's not a whole lot to say about it except that it's King of the Hill. A new zone appears, you run, you fight for control over that zone. Whoever controls it the longest ends up getting points as they control it. And I think the first person to 200 points ends up being the winner. Now, you could play this game mode on a bunch of different maps. I think all of the TDM maps are available to play this on. Suburbia, the new map, Cyberdome. And I want to have a conversation about these new limited time events that keep popping up, like Blitz Ballet and Chaos Clash and stuff like that. I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it. And maybe these are just in addition to, and maybe Toy Frontline is a better example. But when I think of new limited edition game modes, I'm thinking Rainbow Six Siege, like Doctor's Curse, or the 3v3 Duel Showdown, stuff like that, where it's actually limited time. It's here for a set amount of time, and it doesn't come back until the same time next year, because a lot of them are seasonal events. Like Doctor's Curse is for Halloween, Rainbow is Magic is for April Fools, and that was kind of what we got with FragPunk. With that being said, all the additions of these new off-style game modes like Hot Zone and Blitz Ballet and Chaos Clash, I think it's too much. I think we need to pull back on these style of game modes. Sure, they're fun, and a lot of people I'm sure are going to like Hot Zone, just like a lot of people like Blitz Ballet or Chaos Clash, but we already have a lot of different game modes in the game as it is. We have Shard Clash, we have Ranked Shard Clash, we have TDM, we have Free-for-all, we have Kill Confirm, we have Outbreak. Then you have the modes that nobody really ever plays anymore, like One Shot, Melee Only, Headshot Only, and a long lost favorite that you definitely can't find a queue for anymore, Duel Master. The player base is scarce, and I get bringing in these new game modes is good and gives people a break from the ranked grind on occasion, but I just don't think the player base can sustain all these different game modes all at once. So what I'm suggesting is not remove these game modes entirely, but give us like a weekly playlist. Give us Hot Zone one week, give us Chaos Clash the next week, give us Blitz Ballet the following week after that. And if you want to tie random events to it where we can earn ultra cans and glue knight coins and stuff like that, and some small cosmetics to it for free, then do that. Don't take away the free stuff, but just limit the play pool down to one game mode at a time outside of the main game mode, like Shard Clash and Ranked, of course, and then give people stuff to incentivize them to play these game modes. Plain and simple. I think doing that, you'll quickly be able to identify what game modes people like and which ones they don't. And then from there, you can start eliminating game modes and put more focus on the ones that people do like. That's just my 2 cents on the whole game mode thing. Now, the only equivalent that I can kind of put up next to this game in terms of player count is the finals. And while the finals never dropped as low as this game seemingly did in terms of just sheer concurrent player count on Steam, it did follow a pretty similar track where it launched to a pretty good player base in the hundreds, 200s of thousands of players on Steam, and then immediately just dropped off because it was different. And well, people don't like different. But the finals has been doing a lot more things, and it looks like they may be on the track for revival. Now, I don't know how much of that is contributed to Embark Studios making Arc Raiders and them just piggybacking off of that hype because it's the same studio. But my thinking is, if the finals can do it, why can't FragPunk, right? Like, we have a good game here, I think. There's a couple little things that I think still need to be fixed, right? We need a better battle pass for sure. We need to fix a lot of the server desync issues, the hit reg issues, stuff like that. And then maybe we can start having a discussion about bringing this game back from the grave, because that's ultimately where it's at right now. It's kind of got one foot in the grave, and we're just doing everything as we can as creators to keep this ship afloat. But we can only do so much, and we need the developers to have a direction, and I mean a solid direction on where we're taking this game, and we need it now. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on all of that, including the brand new game mode, Hot Zone. Are you going to be playing this? Have you historically liked King of the Hill game modes? I want all of you to let me know, hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.